Awesome. Okay, first question. What is a function and why do we use them?
So a function is a way that you could run a program inside of a web page or application. It's a way that we could take an input and then do some math on it or adjust it to where we could get an output that is desired.
Awesome. All right, and I'm just taking notes. Awesome.
Okay.
Name 4 common HTML tags and tell me what they're used for.
Yeah. So H1 would be a header tag, the highest level header tag for like a main title on a web page. A paragraph tag, which you could put text in for, maybe a paragraph explaining something under a header.
Great.
Another one would be like an emphasis tag. If you're trying to add emphasis to a certain word in a paragraph so that it is italic or stands out. Another one would be the image tag, so you could add an image to your HTML document. Another would be an anchor tag. What was that?
I said you're good with 4.
Oh, perfect. I wasn't counting.
Awesome. Great answer. So let's say I have code that I want to push from my local computer to GitHub. Can you tell me what steps I would take to do that?
From like the get-go or just pushing to the remote repository?
Either one.
Okay. Well, if you have your Git repository on your computer, you do the git remote add origin with the URL link to the repository. Then you would do git -u or git push -u origin master, and that would push up your existing code if you've had it committed to your local Git repository.
Okay, and then when using CSS selectors, what character do we put in front of IDs and what character do we put in front of classes?
So class would be a period, like dot and then the class name. IDs would be the same. I don't know that I can remember that without referencing my notes.
No worries. Okay. I'm going to share my screen now and ask you some questions on these gists. So some of these are multiple choice, like this one. If I pass a number 2 to my function second here, what will output the console, A, B, C, D, or E? And if you want to use like a piece of paper or write anything down or use your notes on your computer, that's totally fine.
Okay. So let me see. Would it be B?
B as in boy?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Next one here, another multiple choice. What's the difference between double equals and triple equals in JavaScript?
E.
Awesome. All right, and this one is not a multiple choice. So if I were to pass sum and x to my combine function, what code would output to the console?
Let's see. I'm gonna open a note.
Yeah, this one you probably want to.
So let's go 10. Plus. And you're saying what would log to the console?
Yep. Mm-hmm. What
Okay.
would, because since we're passing it console.log.
Mm-hmm. Would be 28, or sorry, 18.
All right, and this one, with strings this time, if I pass a string block to function 1, what code outputs to the console?
Happy times block.
Awesome. And then this one on this HTML snippet, a little different. 2 questions. What element has a class attribute on it? And how many navigation links are there?
So the div class equals col-3 has the class attribute, and then there are 2 links there.
Great. All right, so now I'm going to send you a link to code share, to a URL in the chat. So if you want to open that and let me know when you're in there. It's a code share link.
Awesome, it's just loading up.
Perfect.
Okay, so I've got it open now.
Hey, sorry.
No, you're all good.
Reason that totally crashed my computer. It said go Google Chrome unexpectedly quit. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's all good. It did just load up though.
Perfect.
Do you just want me to follow?
Yeah, so there are 3 questions here. So if you want to start with that first one on line 4,
okay.
You're going to write a function and you're going to take 2 numbers and then return the sum of those 2 numbers. And then I'm not going to take off if you're, miss any sort of like syntax or you miss a closing bracket or anything like that.
Okay.
Let me try to share it again and hopefully it won't quit.
All right, cool. So I can just start over here then?
Mm-hmm, and I can see what you're typing, so.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. And then you want me to put in, or that we're both are in the sum of those numbers. Okay. Like that?
Yep, exactly. Great.
Cool.
And then if you want to move on to this one, the second question. So we have this like best movies array here that has movie objects. So you're going to use JavaScript and you're going to loop through each one and then print out the movie title of each movie.
Okay. So I've got the loop going.
Awesome. Yep.
Let's see. Trying to blank. Let me think about it. And then like that.
Close. So sorry, I can't give you any more. But yeah, if you're happy with that, I would move on to the third question, which is you can do this in any language, but I assume you're going to do it in JavaScript. And it's a little harder function than the first one, taking an array of numbers and then a number and then returning true if the array contains the number and false otherwise.
Okay, so let me see. Let's see. It's an array of numbers and a number. True if the array contains a number. I might be stumped on that one. I don't know that.
No worries. Yeah, whatever you can do, but also don't feel rushed. You have, 10 minutes. So, and this is the last question.
Okay.
But if you're stumped, you don't need to stress because you're already at the point where you're passing. So, don't put too much pressure or stress on yourself.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, and I guess I'm just trying to figure out why in the example they. Oh wait, never mind. I see the difference.
That's just calling. Yeah, that's just calling it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might just have to stop there on that one.
No worries. You got the.
And then maybe I do have one kind of question for these, whether I pass or fail. I'll have access to the video so I can kind of review it and
Totally. Then I'm going to send you and your mentor an email right now that kind of goes through the questions and stuff like that.
Okay.
You'll be able to see those and review those. And then your current mentor, who is your current mentor right now? Actually, I have it up. I can look.
I don't recall his last name.
Michael. Okay, so basically, when you have a module 1 mentor, do you know that you have to? Are you aware that you switch mentors after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll send an email to you and Michael, but then you'll get an email that shows that you're going to switch mentors. So you have to repick a mentor. And then, so basically you need a 7 out of 10 to pass, and you got a 7.5.
Awesome.
I would definitely go back and review the ones that you missed. I definitely think you're ready to move on to the next module, but that means setting your mentor.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah. And I'll send an email and you'll have the questions and that sort of thing. And you can go over that with your mentor or ask any questions. Great job.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
A little bit nerve-wracking for the first one, but
I'm sure.
Good to kind of know the format now.
Yeah, and then it's good interview practice, but you did awesome, great job, and let me know if you have any questions. So
awesome, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll unlock your next section and expect an email from me in a couple minutes.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good night. Bye.